semifinal action in the Rush Battle Tower number 5 between Five Guys and Los Five Amigos. Kirk, doobsnax, Dubé, Josh, Zoinks, Hiebert on the ones and twos, bringing you this action. Josh, lots of fives have been said, but tell me a little bit something more specific about this set of 5 players.
Nice. You even said the word five times before you threw it over to me. I had a mental count, so I'm very proud of you for hitting that every single one. Five Guys, a team that everybody should know. Bruv, Vazid, Eberling, Potato, and Kid Tans. This team is very popular on stream. You've seen them. They have a ton of success qualifying that top 4. February finals, but on the other side, it's going to be a Lost Five, an NA squad, a really, really strong one, though. This team has definitely found a lot of success recently. A lot of players on that team I'm excited to see. Black is an incredible Cinderace player in the jungle. I really like Cafao Nando's tank play, but I think a real star on this show can be eclipsed on their Lucario, their top lane player. A very, very strong player. I think this is going to be a really, really exciting matchup between these two teams.
Yeah, Los Five Amigos had a great showing in the NA February finals, qualifying for that, and kind of, making a grand introduction by kicking the doors in for their squad. So it was nice to see them. Looks like these teams are ready to go. So we'll jump right down to the action here. Look at those loadouts. A couple Hoopas. So we're going to get to see the new Pokemon in action.
Yeah, definitely a new Pokemon introduced, but is legal in this tournament. I think there was only a couple of bans in this tournament. I believe Gengar and Snorlax still disallowed in this tourney, but Hoopa, regardless, is going to be in the mix. A Pokemon that's seen a lot of controversy in terms of what builds people want to be using with this Pokemon. At the time of the recording, I think the flavor of the week was that teleporting build, making sure that you're sending your team all the way to the top, all the way to bottom in a flash. But in this case, we may even see some Trick Shadow Ball on the menu.
Yeah, Shadow the Pikachu for Amigos, getting that contestable Audino in the middle there. And look at Bruv doing a little bit of work, covert ops in the trees. They're trying to get the Audino themselves as Shadow kind of susses that out and tries to get into the action. But Bruv still comes down with it.
Yeah, definitely. Really interesting there. Bruv is able to actually go over to that contestable Audino solo. Tanks no shy to their smite abilities, the strongest in the game at the moment. But that Hoopa also gives out so much damage on its own that you're not too worried about that Pokemon helping get those last hits. You're not worried about the team swinging in and taking anything. Hoopa gives a strong contest in those lanes to make sure they're trying to find that early bit of farm.
A lot of posturing here for Five Guys. Going to try and jump onto these bees, and a slow smoke comes out, and the action is kicking off, and they're focusing on the base. Potato's getting down low. Looks like Amigos just electing to take the body here, and they go down. So now Amigos get their experience through the form of the body as Black and Eclipse are pushing on Kid Tans, forced to retreat, grab both berries, and now the points are coming in for Amigos. A good pressure, but is Kid Tan's going to stick with it and try to get a KO on Black? Looks like they reel a little bit. Esposito might be on the chopping block in the bottom lane, and they are KO'd by the Pikachu. Is Shadow going to go down too? They are!
Wow, incredible pressure here. And then the teleport's actually going to send Vazid back to base, get healthy, but not going to be popping back out. Knows that the danger zone is a little too apparent there. Really good macro play by Vazid. Just going to take the normal path that everyone has to take. Nando really under-leveled here. Bruv almost 3 levels above. Nando hasn't hit that last hit to find the evolution yet. Bottom lane going completely in the favor of Five Guys.
Finally, a slow bro for Los Five Amigos, and that's kind of the staple, right? You need to work around your Wigglytuff and move forward for Five Guys. You need to work around the slow bub. The action's kicking off. Look at those portals, people zapping out of the place and getting ready to come back in. Shadow fires an Electro Ball, and now the pressure's back the other way. Amigos able to stem the thing, but here comes Kid Tans out of that central area and coming down to push in, and just zapping in is Esposito, and that slow bro coming back in, but Esposito gets caught on the button here, and they get taken out.
Yeah, really, really tough scenes for Esposito. A really great teleport. Sussed out the very, very early gank from Tietans. I was able to get out just in time. Gavin Nano taking a ton of damage here actually gets out thanks to that focus band and potion proc. So really nice use of those cooldowns, able to survive, but those bees are still going to be going in the favor of Five Guys. The point lead is not theirs, but levels across the board are going very, very well for them. The only good thing going for Lost Five is that their top lane is really, really excelling right now.
Both teams put up their express lanes to try and get everybody to the bottom lane, and the fight is kicking off immediately. Los Five Amigos are kind of postured in the middle of the map. And look at Black playing forward here as Dreadnaught's going down, and only the Lucario is on the chopping block for Five Guys. They come out of respawn, and the push is out. Look at Cafe Nando trying to create some space here so Amigos can take it, and they do. The Cinderace locks it up, locks it in, packs it up, packs it in for the squad. So they got the shields and the experience. Now they can take the body and see if they can do work that way. Look at that pressure, though. Good pressure by Five Guys, keeping their heads on the swivel here as they're able to start raining the KOs, falling like dominoes here. That's two, and that's Kid Tan's going down to the Pikachu.
That thunder was so well placed from Shadow. Kid Tans did not see it coming, thought they were right on the edge of that hitbox, but found themselves in the danger zone for sure, getting knocked down. Now we see this really nice rotate made possible by Hoopa, and look at this. They have all that rotom pressure in less than a second. Vegeta's created their portal of their own. I don't know if Five Guys is even going to have the time to pressure this. No, they don't. Even a Unite move thrown in by a clip to try to pressure this, and now these scores are going to be raining in this top goal zone, unless Rotom just breaks it. Really good macro call by Five Guys just to bail on it. However, that goal zone breaking that early is really a sign of how bad that top lane has been going so far for Five Guys.
Absolutely. Now the action's back in the bottom lane. Again, those warp-like highways set up on the map, and it's almost as if one team sends one, the other one does too. And look at them working in the goal zone here. Five Guys trying to hold it down, and just good pressure by the Amigos as they're forced to reel a little bit, but not a bad showing. And Black gets caught KO streak of 2 for the Lucario. As soon as I say that, of course, 2 players go down for Amigos.
Yeah, a clip definitely trying to make something work in tandem with Black, but the collapse has been awesome from Five Guys. If anything, this team is working so well as a team. Potato getting a lot of early pressure, but Bruv gets knocked out by the Pikachu. Really solid play by Shadow, who follows up with yet another Unite move.
Unite moves, Pikachu's back and forth here, and now 2 players are down for Amigos, and look at that big Hoopa unbound Vazee trying to do work, and they do close out a goal zone for their troubles here. A pretty good cash in on that Unite move. They're working through, no players down for Amigos yet, but they do have good pressure, and finally Kid Dance cashes in on that big old Slowbro, and Lucario takes out their counterpart too, and now it's Five Guys that have the positioning here on this Dreadnought.
They did a second ago, but Lost 5 just threw down the Hoopa Unite move, which sent a portal right to Dreadnought spawn. Now all of Lost 5 is here in position, and they are deleting that Dreadnought. They get that buff. That is such a critical maneuver. Amazing play around that Unite move from Esposito and the rest of Lost 5. Fantastic macro gameplay, except maybe a bit too far of a push down the lane from Black there.
Yeah, Black a little over anxious there after seeing that slider go all the way into the face of Five Guys, but just didn't have enough tank in the gas to take that fight. So that Hoopa unbound from Amigos really paid dividends here. You actually saw Kid Tans getting ready to jump on the springboard to go down to the bottom path, and elects to just go back up top and start getting some experience that way. But look at Amigos all around that Rotom again, really prioritizing objectives and getting there early.
Yeah, Bruv going for a little bit of a split push, needs to get these points in if they want to excel into levels. They are matching up a huge team fight going up, and the Hoopa gets the teleport back. A lot of healthy players on that team. Now Five Guys that's ready to play with full HP bars and a ton of damage on their side.
Yeah, Unite moves are flying here, and the pressure is all on Five Guys into Amigos' face as they're trying to hold down their goal zone, but the Pikachu's so low. They're Washed Rookie not able to close it out. Look at Black doing work, just mowing down Washed HP's Washed Rookie's HP. Can't even say it, but they still get their 2 KOs for the work. Get clipped on the chopping block there, over anxious again too, and I think that might be the order of the day here for Amigos. They just seem to be over pressuring just a bit too much.
Yeah, at that point, it's really tough. There's been a lot of Unite moves put into those resources. At that point, you want to find some value out of it, but maybe you're right. Maybe that macro call was just to let that top tier goal just break, get this auto-no experience. You need these Unite moves back up and online for this final fight. Only 2 minutes and 44 seconds left on the clock, and 233 to 183. Right now is the time where you need those pivotal Unite moves online. Look at this. Vegeta's the only player that really needs to get positioning. Remember, Hoopa's Unite move brings the whole gang there, so you do not need to worry about your team being there any early. You can definitely see teams prioritizing this last Dreadnought with only 30 seconds left.
Yeah, the action's kicking off, and so close to Zapdos. It's going to be interesting to see how many Unite moves come out. Pikachu takes the KO, and Lucario. People take the portal back and get healed up. Washed Rookie watching Potato, Kid Tans, all in the mix here. Cafe Nando just trying to bubble out and keep the action under control. Esposito moving up, and here comes Black as well. They have their Hoopa. They can pull everybody to the mix as they want. And Hoop Unbound comes out early. Here we go. They're taking the body now, and that means the other Hoop Unbound is going in, and there's just fists are flying everywhere, quite literally, and all the Unite moves are soaring now, and Amigos goes down first. Amigo has the first player go down, which cannot bode well. Lucario down. That's 2 down for Amigos here, 2 on each side, and the pressure's on. It's all on Kid Tan's picking up KOs now. Slowbro able to take out Kid Tan's, though. Shadow goes down in the mix. That's 2 down for Five Guys. That's 4 down for Amigos, and now Five Guys can flip the zap if they want. They do have the lead, so they elect not to pressure it too quickly. Very interesting.
They don't have too much damage either. I mean, the respawn timers are not that long on the side of Lost 5, so it's just a Hoopa and a Pikachu. I think they were worried they wouldn't have the burn necessary to get the Zapdos all the way down in their favor. So we're honestly going to see another team fight here in a second, but what I like to call a dry team fight. No one's going to be having all those precious Unite moves on. Maybe Eclipse has the Lucario one in fashion, and that might be why they're starting to burn this Zap already.
Dry ice, because we're only working on cooldowns in this one. Here we go. We're going through KO Shrika 2 already for Black. They're mowing through the Five Guys squad right now, and they're putting the team in the back. Wash Rookie getting mowed down too. Is that going to be KO Shrika 3? Kid Tan's trying to do work. Lucario coming and getting KO of their own. Wash Rookie with a big thunder, just lightning from the sky, but Eclipse is still up. So is Black, and they're working through. They're going to take Zapdos. They are, and now everybody is on the chopping block. If you're Five Guys, Vazid goes down on the button. Just Lucario left standing, and Los Amigos needs to convert.
Yeah, 50 points in hands for Black, but look how low that HP bar is. Potato is going to eat that alive. Now it's on Nando to get some points into the bottom. They do, but do not find the lead. Lost 5 still down by about 20 and some points. Only 20 seconds left, and right now Five Guys is putting the pressure on them. Wigglytuff and Lucario are some scoring menaces for sure. Nando has to use the Unite move just to stop a bat in this situation, but Bruv has such a full pocket, it's going to take so long to score.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I didn't see any points rain in except for Los Amigos 12 at the end, but is that going to be the difference? I'm not sure it is. I think the Five Guys were up just a clip more than that.
Oh man, what a hero play coming out of Black, and that Zapdos keep 281 to 279. Five Guys wins that game, but by the literal skin of their teeth. Some nice stats across the board. Eberling or Wash Rookie on screen. That Pikachu player is so strong. I got to interview this team recently. They all shouted out Eberling as like the silent carry of this squad. I got to give my MVP up to them as well. In that situation where they survived, they got KO'd after using their Unite move, but that split second and the damage that they were able to get on Black and Eclipse when they used their Unite move right before they went down never got healed. And that situation led them, the rest of the team, Potato and Bruv, to find that KO and stop those scores even after the Zapdos play. Really, really awesome team fight play. Even if it was a Desperation Unite move, it did its job, and the effects were a game win.
Yeah, the margin was absolutely razor thin, and that was the difference there. Because, of course, if that Lucario cashed in their Hundo Burger, it would have been curtains there. Not enough action going back the other way. So a great play by Wash Rookie Eberling. What a play there. That's game 1 in the bag. Five Guys up on Los 5 Amigos, 1-0 in the semifinals of the Rush Battle Tower number 5. And we're going to be back for game 2. Hold tight. Rush Battle Tower number 5 semifinals. Five Guys up 1 game against Los 5 Amigos. Zoinks, we both highlighted Washed Rookie's play there, Eberling, and how well they were able and how punctual they were with their Unite move to kind of close the door on the one player for Amigos that had the opportunity to turn the tides in this one. So what is 5 Amigos going to have to do to square it up against the Five Guys?
The tough part about that game is that I really do think that their macro play was the first step was always correct. Like, they were finding those Dreadnoughts, they were getting the Rotom down lane, their rotations were so on point. They were matching Kitans and his kind of wonky adaptations. You saw Kitans at like 740 coming into bottom lane for that like second set of Bs, which we do not see very often from jungler players. But like matching these rotations, doing really good out rotates, but just Five Guys was finding these little advantages throughout the game, just little spots to punish. And really the cherry on top was Eberling's Unite move there at the end, which really showcased like, well, you can win, but I'm not going to make it easy for you. That seemed to be Five Guys' whole MO. And the end, it only came down to just a few points. I'd love to see Los 5 Amigos just clean it up a little. You already have the game plan set in front of you. Just make sure you stick to it. Don't overpress. Take your advantages, but then go back and farm. Make sure we're finding these huge KO highlight reel moments. But then after that happens, we got to get back to the honest work on our side of the map.
Yeah, I feel like they coughed over some free experience a little bit when, like Black over pushed up the path. And we saw, who was it? Eclipse did it as well. I think Eclipse did it twice. And that's just free experience that was kind of getting shoveled over into Five Guys. So if they just pull it back a little bit, as you said, work back on those wild Pokemon and get their experience that way instead of forking it over, I think they're going to be in just a hair stronger position. But like you said, they looked great that game. Not too big of an adjustment here to make. Yeah. And I think now that they see the sights and they see the grand finals just on the horizon, I think they're going to be able to buckle down. But this action is underway, so let's get down to it.
It's always tough when you're telling a team to rein it in, especially when your game plan is going so well. Like when you're finding all of these advantages, you're getting KOs early in lane. Like, let's face it, that Potato versus Eclipse matchup in the top lane was going completely in Eclipse's favor. When you're finding those advantages, it's so hard to like stop the feeling, it's hard to peel off and really return to that feeling. So I understand the eagerness that team was on their side.
Yeah, absolutely. But that's the hallmark of a good team, right? Understand where you're giving up the edge in a game and then correcting that. And I have all the faith in the world that Amigos is going to do that. Now Amigos moving a little bit stronger, and Bruv's still working that bottom and getting that Audino, I believe.
You did, yeah. Bruv has 10 points in pocket, which means they also got that middle Audino. Eclipse here putting pressure all the way on the opposite monkey. Potato able to scoop that up, though, I think. So just stealing that at the last minute. Eclipse getting out with a breath of HP, but Black up on this early rotate. We're going to have a 2-on-2 matchup for first piece. Absolutely.
We're going to see how that shakes out. We're going to let that top lane go, top path go for a little bit as Amigos just content taking the stuff on their side of the board, not over pressuring and not getting KO'd early. But now the action is on as they are mirror comping here in the top path and they're working through Black. Nobody really chipping into B's, which is kind of interesting to see. Kid Tan starts in, Eclipse on the verge. Eclipse goes down to Kid Tan's and now it's Black trying to hold it down by themselves, but Potato goes in and they're able to double him up. Oh, excuse me, Potato darts through, and now they're able to double him up. A little bit of future sight Gardevoir action for the old doobsnax in the booth right now.
Yeah, no kidding. Black getting a great read, knowing that Lucario is not at that level 5, no access to E-Speed or Power Up Punch. Their mobility tools are only Quick Attack, and Potato used that to go towards the goal zone. That is going to be doomsday for them. Cafe Nando also taking a ton of damage here, but Slowbro survives forever. Yeah, just a really nice rotate by Black, measuring cooldowns, knowing where to find that value, and Bro finds themselves knocked out in the bottom lane.
Yeah, Nando getting KO'd as well, but I think that was just a nice exchange and how much damage that Cafe was able to insulate from their squad here. As now I'm watching, and the Hoopa goes down for Amigos. You hate to see it. Not right now. And look at Eclipse, how far down the rail they are getting those berries. I can't imagine Kid Tans is going to let them get off the hook on that one.
That's true, but another mix-up from Kid Tans, right? We saw this opposite rotation last game. They were going into the bottom lane. Maybe Eclipse thought they had a bit of a free angle. Kid Tans with a really nice mix-up, and there we get to switch around. However, they are now finding themselves caught with a huge Hoopa rotate. Esposito with a fantastic maneuver, and now they're all going to probably come back down bot lane.
Oh, I mean, absolutely amazing, and that was just great work on the comms here as Cafe Nando was literally able to hold it down just as the Slowbro. They're so chonky, that surf is punishing, and now Los 5 Amigos, you've got to think that they have got to be feeling it right now, because that was a good little swing in both directions, taking the body, getting some good KOs, but the action is underway. Slow smokes are everywhere, and now Potato's being worked through. We finally see some Buddy Bears firing off here, and now Black is in the background. They get a KO, and now we're one down on each side, and that's both Hoopas. So Hoopas aren't in the mix. Unite move soars in from Kid Tans. Cafe Nando is so chunky, though, not going down. Kid Tans darting, finally able to close it on the Slowbro, but Kid Tans goes down for their work, and now the Pikachu is the one that gets the credit for Kid Tans, and Eclipse, their Cinderace, and Shadow. They have all the damage output down here. Dreadnought, are they going to be able to convert? Five Guys is going to have to pressure back. Absolutely. Here comes Bruv with a key sleep. And now the Dreadnought's up and the left side takes it. It's Bruv. It's Bruv. It's the Wigglytuff. Who needs damage when you're a big chonky marshmallow Pokemon with Sing and Dazzling Gleam? Let's go. And now the KOs are starting to swim the other way.
They almost actually made it out of that portal from Vizid. A really nice attempt from that support Pokemon, but not gonna be. Oh, Everyone goes back for that speed berry. That may be pretty punished here. The teleport saves them. No, really nice play from Vizid. Magician pays off in that way. Great team fight there. Really impressive play out of Five Guys there. They allowed Kidtans. All they had to do at the start of that team fight was buy time. Kidtans had to go get another jungle rotation to get 9. They did, and Kidtans came back with Unite move, engaged, started that fight, and everything started going in their favor. But good on the rest of Five Guys for creating that time and space that Kidtans needed to do that, because if Lost Five started burning Dreadnought any year earlier, it would have been theirs.
Yeah, Bruv HG coming in again. Please tell me Bruv took it again. Off the sleep, just coming in and just chucking the hands here. Bruv looking real good, going back to base. Vizid working through. And now all of a sudden, 5 Amigos who thought they had the perfect rotates and all the pressure where they needed it, end up losing both of the first 2 objectives.
Yeah, no kidding. Right now, Five Guys is stealing them, but they're also team fighting for them, taking a huge push on bottom lane here, but Hiebert with a fantastic Unite move. That's why you can leave Pikachu solo until there's 4 of them, okay? But that double support is set up in that bottom lane. Pikachu and the Hoopa is going to be a massive threat. They are going to score enough to break these goal zones even. A top goal zone down for Lost 5 and a goal zone in the bottom lane down for Five Guys. Incredibly close in terms of macro, 129 to 80 though in terms of score, and the levels kind of going in the favor of Lost 5 at the moment.
Yeah, they're up a little bit, and before that Rotom, actually, they were down a little bit. So Los 5 doing good work on the wild Pokemon, able to get some key KOs to get those levels up. Here we go, though. Just so much action between these teams. Hoopa unlocking so much potential here. Unite move by the Wigglytuff going to give a great boost to the squad here. So now they're pushing in Hoopa Unbound as well for 5 Amigos pushing in. And now just people are falling like dominoes all over the place. 2 down for 5, 1 down for Amigos. Both of them having 5 in their name is absolutely ridiculous. Let's go ahead and say that right now as the Unite moves fly here. But Washed Rookie is not going to let Shadow get away with that one. No way. Kidtans KO Shrika 2. Let's go. And of course the left side takes it because they had all the presence around Dreadnought. But nobody ever sleeps down in this bottom path here as they're just darting back and forth off those warp points. And now Vizid is like, maybe shouldn't have gone back on that one.
Yeah, I think Vizid regretting that teleport. But wait a minute. No, they got back on the second teleport. Fun fact about Hyperspace Hole is on a 10-second cooldown. So that's from when you cast it. So they are going to be getting that back in record time. They actually survive. That is highway robbery. I'm sure Black is punching a wall somewhere wherever they're playing their game, because that is ridiculous. Five Guys getting a lot of great turnable moments in their favor in the situation. Los 5, though, starting to rip this Rotom already down to about half HP.
Yeah, Amigos just all about going for the flip immediately, but holy smokes, Five Guys again just clutching it out without you put all the work in, we'll finish it up, Chief? And then the Hoopa getting KO on the Lucario here. Five Guys with good presence in the top lane as Vizid gets a KO streak of 2.
Vizid HD, that's right. This man is absolutely nuts. I know that a lot of support players were hoping for a new Pokemon to add to their repertoire, one that's kind of more skill intensive and just has more impact on the game, and I think Hoopa is giving that in spades to a lot of these players. It's actually opting into the both teleport move build, so really interesting. Potato here with a pocket full of 50. They do have a lot of space, but remember, in other metas, we may see some split pushes. You try to find a nice back cap score in these situations. Hoopa puts a huge stop to that. When you can transport to top or bottom lane almost immediately, you don't have to invest all that pressure into running into one lane. It makes back caps in the end game extremely difficult, especially if you don't have a big lead.
Yeah, 2 minutes, 11 seconds on the clock, and these teams are positioning themselves for Zapdos here. We can kind of watch the pips as Clip puts the chase on Potato, but they get caught by Kidtans, and that's great communication. You can't go down here, but they do. They do, and is that a Unite move back into Black, and here we go. That's a Hoopa Unbound, and now everything's kicking off here in the top part of the path because nobody is caring about Zapdos now. It's all about the team fight. 3 down for Amigos. They are falling, absolutely falling. Rome is burning, and it has fallen here as Shadow's getting chased by their counterpart, Wash Rookie, and that is the Hoopa Unbound keeping it down in the top path here. And look at the pressure. The pressure is just too strong as Esposito goes to the bottom path, and all of Five Guys is all over Zapdos, and they took it without any contested action right there. Everybody's holding 50, and they're taking KOs on their way to the farm.
Yeah, no way. A minute 22, and everybody's got full pockets. Everything already dunked theirs. Full 50s coming into the end. Black and Washed Rookie having a bit of a dance party at the end of the game. If you're looking at the scoreline, I definitely say it constitutes that. What a game out of there. So many resources at the end of the game were thrown into trying to save Eclipse. Black did a full-on rotate to that top lane to try to keep Eclipse up. But unfortunately, they found themselves caught out because of the collapse of Five Guys. Their response to that engage was just a little bit faster than Los Five's reaction time. And then, unfortunately, the Unite moves were just a little too spaced out from Los Five to keep anybody up with that Buddy Barrier health. And the focus fire from Five Guys was just absolutely incredible. Like, every time there was a Buddy Barrier health, it was evaporated, and that target was down, and they focused on the next one. Five Guys with an extremely dominant win in Game 2, much different than their Game 1.
Yeah, 738 to 80 there, and it was just night and day. And I'm looking at the body count here for Five Guys. Kid Tans, 10 KOs. Rookie, Washed Rookie Eberling, 7 KOs. Vazid, 6 KOs. Bruv HD, 3 KOs, 17 assists. I mean, these are not high-level competitive numbers. These are like five stacking into veteran numbers here, or expert class numbers. I mean, the Amigos just didn't execute as well this game, and they did have a couple objectives snatched right from under him.
I was just gonna say, Bruv having that little MVP crown beside them might be the story of the early and mid game of this match. I mean, Bruv was absolute highway robbery, the kind of steals that they were getting. The last hits on the Dreadnought, on the Rotom, on the Dreadnought again. I didn't actually see, I believe it was Kid Tans who stole the Zapdos, but I'm going to say he stole it away from Bruv because they were the ones that definitely deserved those huge objectives. That landslided the game in their victory. If one Dreadnought goes the other way, we might be looking at a bit different of a scoreline, but either way, that endgame team fight was perfectly executed from Five Guys, no mistakes from their end, and they're able to take that and momentum and carry it all the way to a very dominant win.
Very dominant indeed, and a good rebound from their first game where they won by 2 points. So Five Guys are going to the grand finals of the Rush Battle Tower number 5, and is Five Guys going to be the champions of Rush Battle Tower 5? That would make sense, and it's just kind of poetic in that sense, but we'll find out as we're coming back to you with grand finals action in just a bit.